This article is about the OF1 rank Unterleutnant in German-speaking countries, comparable to Mladshy leytenant OF1-c in Slavophone countries. However, it should not confuse to the more junior midshipman, or to the more senior OF1-b-ranks Ensing, second lieutenant, or pilot officer. Unterleutnant was an officer of the German Democratic Republic's Army of the lowest commissioned officer rank comparable to NATO rank codes of 1C. It belonged to the rank group of lieutenants or subaltern officers. The equivalent of 1C rank of the Volksmarine was Unterleutnant 0C. The rank was first introduced in 1662–74 by France and was also adopted by some other countries' armed forces: Germany, Empire, Weimar Republic, Third Reich, Federal Republic. In a number of German armed forces of the 19th century before German unification in 1871 there was the following graduation: Oberleutnant and Lieutenant, without the rank Unterleutnant. However, until 1898 there was the rank Unterleutnant 0C in the Imperial German Navy. This rank was equivalent to the second air lieutenant of the Imperial German Army. In the Reichswehr, Wehrmacht, and Bundeswehr there was never a rank Unterleutnant. German Democratic Republic, National People's Army depending on the former Soviet military doctrine as well as to the other armed forces of the Warsaw Pact, the so-called GDR, armed organizations. The Unterleutnant was the lowest officer rank. In the NPA and in the GDR border troops the lieutenant officer sub-rank group consisted of Unterleutnant, Lieutenant, and Oberleutnant. This officer rank could be assigned to military appointments as follows: Officer of the Operations Service, Political Officer, Officer of the Technical Service, Supply, Procurement, and Military Justice Service. The graduation to the particular of 1C officer rank was normally possible depending on the education and training accomplished. The promotion to the following lieutenant of 1B rank was achievable after 2 years of service, to Hauptmann after 3 more years. After successful passing of the officer course on ANPA Officers School, officer students normally graduated to the rank Unterleutnant. The best school leavers of the appropriate course could be promoted to the next higher rank, lieutenant. By establishing of the officers' high schools and diploma course of study, the final examination, all graduates promoted to the rank lieutenant. The equivalent of 1C rank of the Volksmarine was initially Unterleutnant 0C. Later the designation was changed to Unterleutnant. However, in individual linguistic usage the traditionally wording Unterleutnant 0C was used continuously. Education. Since then the status of NPA persons in uniform with the rank Unterleutnant changed from professional soldier to longest service volunteer. The minimum service time was 3 years, and the so-called Abitur was mandatory. In 1982 the minimum service time was raised to 4 years. Normally the 1-year lasting military education and study had to be accomplished on an officer's high school. By passing the final examination, the aspirant could be promoted to the Unterleutnant of 1C rank. This was followed by the first-line officer assignment in one of the NPA services or branches of service. An Unterleutnant could usually be appointed to platoon leader. Pertaining to special abilities, knowledge, or qualification, special assignment could be possible as well. Under certain circumstances, e.g., successful completion of an reserve officer's training course during high school study, suitable graduates could be appointed to Unterleutnant of the reserve. In some cases particular able Stabsfeldwebel could be appointed to Unterleutnant. Volkspolizei. In the GDR Volkspolizei, Unterleutnant was the lowest commissioned officer rank as well. Normally officer students, graduated from officer training course, could be promoted to that rank. However, the best graduate of the particular year could be promoted to the next higher rank, of 1B lieutenant of the VP. Members of the GDR Ministry of Interior, graduated from the Ministry of Interior Officers High School Artur Becker, another high school facility or university, were normally promoted to lieutenant of the VP. Depending on the course of study, duration, and academic a university degree, achieved promotion to higher ranks could be possible. Other countries. Austria. In the Austrian Bundesheer there exists an OF1-c rank Fahnenrank even today, comparable to Unterleutnant. It is the lowest rank of the lieutenant rank group. The sequence of ranks is Fahnenrank, Lieutenant, and Oberleutnant. The Fahnenrank rank is typical for officer students during studies on the Theresian Military Academy. The promotion to lieutenant depends on successful graduation. Former countries of the Warsaw Pact. Unterleutnant was the lowest rank of the officer rank group in other former Warsaw Pact armed forces as well. Below are some examples.